Hello, wizards, and welcome to part 3 of Unit 4 on gender stereotypes, sexism, and abuse. Let's look at a story by Anne Jerry. It was my daughter who pulled me out of my trance. It had been a particularly troublesome month in 2011. I had just come back from the hospital for treatment after yet another beating from my then husband. Instead of the usual bruises and the sometimes fractured bones, this time I had almost lost my eyesight. My then 7-year-old daughter walked up to me in our living room in our home in Kasarani and asked me who would take care of her and her 2 siblings if I died. When she said this, it was as if someone had shot an electric current through my body. I knew then that I had to leave my abusive marriage. All this changed that fateful afternoon when I realized that I wasn't protecting my children as well as I thought I had. It dawned on me that they could see my unhappiness and the violent acts. I had wanted to raise my children in a nuclear family, most mothers do. But when my daughter finally spoke out, I realized that I had to make a choice. I chose their happiness and my peace of mind. Still, it took me a whole year to leave. I had 3 children. I felt at the time that I couldn't just walk out of my marriage and back to my mother's house, which I had run away from to get married without a blessing. So, I kept my head down and refocused all my energy on my small clothes business. I would buy second-hand clothes from City Market and hawk them around Kasarani. I saved every single coin I would spare. Afraid that this plan would get him violent, I did everything quietly and hidden from my husband. Then, at the end of 2012, after 8 years, I made a run for it. It has been 4 years now. I'm juggling between being a single mother to my 3 children and running my clothes business, which is now much bigger. It was only after my mind was calmer that I discovered that I could sing. To relax my mood, I sing gospel music, and in 2015, I recorded my first album titled Mahinda Mamiko. Singing for me is therapeutic, and sometimes I sing about my past. If I could relive my life, would I act differently? Yes, I think I would leave my marriage sooner. I now know that people do not change unless they want to, and your spouse will not change for you. They will only change because they want to. Nonetheless, it wasn't all for nothing. I believe that surviving that experience is what made me who I am. And now, whenever I meet a woman in an abusive marriage, I have just one message for her. Do what you know is right by you, and don't worry what society will say. Answer the following questions. What made Anne realize that she had to leave her husband? And what do you think Anne means? Do you know what Anne means when she says, do what you know is right by you? Don't worry about what the society will say.